We turn now to 19 states which require motorcyclists to wear helmets, but last year Michigan bowed to pressure and got rid of the law for adults. Now a study finds the average medical bill for a crash in that state is up more than 20%. Bill Whitaker shows us why a choice of style over safety can be deadly.
Suzanne Randa, a 49-year-old mother of four, was riding on the back of her fiancé's motorcycle down this California highway last May.
As they were coming around the curve, I guess it's when he had hit his brakes and lost control of the bike.
The bike hit the highway divider. Her fiancé survived, but Suzanne died instantly when her head slammed into the pavement and her helmet snapped off. Kelly Meador is Suzanne's daughter.
There's a lot of things that she's not going to be here for now.
While her fiancé was wearing a certified motorcycle helmet, this is what Suzanne was wearing. It's called a Novelty helmet. They look like regular motorcycle helmets, but they don't meet the federal DOT safety standard and are illegal to wear on motorcycles in some states where helmets are required by law. Sold mostly on the internet, they come in flashy colors and are cheaper than regular helmets, and sales of them are booming. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates more than 800,000 are sold annually across the country. David Tom is one of the nation's leading helmet experts.
They're made for people who don't want to wear a helmet, and if they weren't in a helmet law state, they would be riding bareheaded. So they are made so people don't get tickets, basically.
We ordered a Novelty helmet along with a certified helmet from one of the many websites that sell them. What's the biggest difference between these two?
This one is a lot physically smaller.
This one's very light.
Yeah, that one weighs about 1 pound. This one weighs about 2 pounds.
And there's little protective padding on the inside, as we saw when Tom conducted a safety impact test.
We're going to see a graph of the acceleration or the shock that the helmet hits with.
First, the Novelty helmet. Wow, off the chart.
You can see that the acceleration was way more than twice what's allowable under the federal standard.
So if this had been a human head,
we'd have skull fractures, we'd have lots of internal brain injuries.
The regular helmet performed much better.
Here we go.
That's some impact. But look at this. It barely budged.
That's the difference between terrible head injury or even death and being dizzy for an hour.
Federal authorities have not been able to stop the sale of Novelty helmets. As long as marketers don't make false claims about their safety, they're perfectly legal to sell.
If a piece of headgear is sold as a novelty item and not labeled as being a motorcycle helmet, then the DOT has no jurisdiction over it.
Why would you choose to wear something that won't protect you instead of just going that extra step and putting on a helmet that will actually protect your head?
That's a good question that we ask all the time.
The founder of the website from which we ordered declined to do an on-camera interview, but he told fairwarning.org, quote, "They are not bought for safety, they're bought for style. The Novelty helmets he sells also have clear warnings on them, as does his website." Kelly, however, believes they're dangerous.
I don't think they should be made. All because of that helmet, I no longer have my mother.
For CBS This Morning, I'm Bill Whitaker in El Segundo, California.
Important story. Do you ride?
I do ride, but I buy the most expensive and the safest helmet I can possibly find. And when I ride, I really focus. I mean, that and in being in treacherous surf that's treacherous with strong undertow is the time that I have the most concentration.